sports. It's in the game.
Who do I want to be? Yep.
Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Prescott and Lamb looking up for the Cowboy first.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run again with Dowdle. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Prescott. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that. Inauspicious.
I have no idea what play I just picked.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 76 yards. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning
Oh.
turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming...
No way! No!
Lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards.
I was not expecting that.
Take long, one play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
I tried to audible it, but it wouldn't let me.
And we are tied at 7.
Yeah, I know it did. I know I did.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mahomes going to throw.
No! He had that!
You know it's not an easy
Wow!
when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of... Not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Hang on, Elijah. I'll call you back.
Cowboy territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 26 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down.
He was wide open.
Past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Damn, I hate those PI ones. Those PI plays, or whatever you want to call those.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. That is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt arises, sent on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Not good at all.
That's amazing. I actually punted it.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown.
That's cool. I picked the wrong play.
72 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Escapes the defender. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
All right, 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
Damn, that dude's quick.
Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now to throw.
I freaking threw that. Dude, there's like a big time delay. You see that?
And it's a loss of 6.
I'm an idiot. I should have punt.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yeah, they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a turnover on downs. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Look at the big man rumble.
You figured out my defense play right there, yo.
For a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 49 yards. And the Cowboys have come back to make it a 2-point game. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Keeps the score. Chiefs 21, Cowboys 19. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Recovered by the receiving team.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Shit!
And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield.
Too bad you can't challenge those.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. This one's
Nice mesh.
20. 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deuce Vaughn, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Was that a mesh?
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 5.
It looked like a mesh. Yeah, it was a mesh.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably
Dude,
need to play this safe.
this game has way too much lags in it, bro.
Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Way too much lag.
Touchdown here gets you the lead. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Dude, what in the heck are you doing on defense, bro?
Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Yeah, here we go. Wait.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points.
Now I can't throw crap.
And their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He gets it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Dude, why can I throw now?
So close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Final play of the half, Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard.
Why did my guy go backwards?
Trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit,
Where's the pass interference?
I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that will get them one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second and a couple. Cooks will come in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Wow! Did you see all my guys just go to the left?
Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Two yards to go, second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
A handoff now from Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks in the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push it across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen coming.
I don't know.
Eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 43, Cowboys 39.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's brought down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Dak. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. To throw, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well. It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
I'll call you back in 5 minutes.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion, Allow them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility.
I threw that.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Yo, why can't I throw? There's too much lag.
With a football, it's a sack and a turnover.
Way too much lag.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Way too much lag in that one, Aaron.
Final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on
On my screening noise, I don't know about yours.
we take a break. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. Finding Kelsey. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
I don't know how. There he goes. I already called timeout. What?
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big
Wow.
part in the W.
No, because I hit select and then I hit. Then I must have hit the wrong button for it. Alright, good game.
That's almost unheard of.
I almost tied you until I started throwing interceptions.
And being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.